So last month, we got access to the new Google Nano Banana Pro. And just last week, Kling rolled out their new 2.6 video model. And when you combine these two bad boys together, you get one of the strongest AI workflows for creating cinematic AI videos. Guys, today, not only am I going to show you how to turn one still image into a high quality cinematic action scene, I'm also going to show you how I use Kling's new audio generation feature to take the video generations to another cinematic level. Starting off with this cool sci-fi landing scene that I created, and it only took me a few hours. First, I needed to generate a foundation image using Google Nano Pro. Now, if you want to avoid the daily image generation caps that you get on the Google Flow website, generate the images from platforms that have Nano Pro and Kling like Higgsfield instead. Link is in the description. So this image will be used to help us generate more shots for our scene. What you're seeing right now is my project board inside of Adobe Firefly. I don't know if this is free because I get it because I have Adobe software, but honestly, go and check it out if this is free because this is such a useful thing. Look, I can just literally grab stuff. I can increase the size, you know, it's just, I don't know. I think it's really handy to have. Now, the first images to the left are my main images for my scenes. And the images next to them are the images that were generated from the main images. For example, using that foundation image, I generated another shot of the ship on its own. Then I used that shot to generate the ship out in space. Then using that image and a character reference image I also generated, I was able to create a shot of me inside the cockpit. So pretty simple process. I like to refer to it as generate as you go. Now, for those of you who don't know, the new Kling model comes with an option to generate audio. And if you watched my last video, you'll know how powerful this tool is. It helped me get my WRX over that big gorge. Now, when I first started testing this feature, I would get random narrations that made no sense at all.
Quiet, futuristic, digital bip, smooth sci-fi glide tones, faint mechanical clicks mixed with the soft synth, tick, shimmering whoosh, cheating sound.
But after playing around with the prompts, I was then able to generate some quality generations. Now, I do want to mention as well that you can't use the audio generation feature if you are doing a start and end frame generation. Now, usually I would be using start and end frame generations just like you guys, but in this instance, I just wanted to see what all the audio generations would look like. So here it is. Now, I also did another example of this WRX being chased by the police. In my last video, when I was testing driving generations, I noticed how good drift generations came out using 2.6. So I wanted to do a shot where the car drifts, but I wanted to see if I can do multiple shots that generate an action sequence. So this is our foundation image for this example. I always like to start off with a wide shot so I can get the cars in the background in the shot. And we are going to follow the exact same process as our sci-fi landing scene. We're going to generate multiple cinematic shots from all different angles to create that one scene. Now, I want to first show you guys the 10-second drift video on its own. It looks pretty cool and the generation did come out alright. Now I'm going to show it to you again, but this time I'm going to show all of the additional shots I generated that make it a cinematic action shot. There isn't any audio for this one, guys. I just completely forgot to do it. So instead of 10 seconds, now we have a 19-second video with all of these different angles. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I just wanted to show these two examples. I'm going to leave you guys with some really cool drift generations that honestly, I just love the way they look. Peace.